Hi, everyone. Welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Today, we're going to have a look around to see some stories about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. We're also going to be reading through a story which came from Prince William about men's mental health, because Prince William, the King's son, has been talking about mental health this week, just about his own mental health. Well, if he's worried about family, this week, I'm guessing, isn't a good week for his mental health. In fact, I'm sure this isn't a good week for the mental health of Prince Andrew either. Sorry, the man formerly known as Prince Andrew. His title was removed some time ago, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. And let me also say, when we're talking about mental health and role models, I'm not afraid to say, yeah, I struggle with my mental health sometimes. All men do. I think to be a man these days is particularly difficult, especially if you're a royal. I mean, I can't imagine what they're going through right now. I know they don't have the same lives as us, but let's have a look and see what's happening. I mean, I'm guessing Prince Andrew can't turn on the television without discovering and seeing his face on there. Let's have a little look. Right, let's begin. So you can see at the top there, there's a story which says the government is considering legislation to move Andrew from the line of succession. And we're on Sky News, okay? In case you're wondering what this is all about, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew, was arrested formally by the police. Subsequently, he's been released, but they're still investigating him. The allegation or the suspicion is that he gave confidential information to Jeffrey Epstein about trade when he was working for the British government. You can see a very disturbing picture of him there. This is Andrew looking horrified. Social media have been particularly unkind, but a few reporters, one of them on the LBC I noticed, picked up on the fact that this is a very serious mental health moment for Prince Andrew. I mean, look at him, he's terrified. I'm not saying that excuses him. On social media, many people have been saying, oh, well, he deserves it. And many people have been speculating because of his wealth what will happen next. But the truth of the matter is, well, when your picture is on every TV channel in the world, I suppose, and on the front of every newspaper, of course, your mental health will dip no matter how strong you are. And anyway, it says here the government is considering legislation to remove him from the line of succession. Well, that's really nice, but I'm not sure they can do that without the royals agreeing to it. So he's eighth in line to the throne. The king probably will be forced to reinvent how the royals work, but they're experts at this. I mean, it's what the royals do. It's how they've survived for all of the time that they have. They've been experts at winning over the public, even during the war. Do you remember they had German names, and they were all changed to Windsor, very English name, because of course their ancestry is German. So yeah, they reinvent themselves. They have a marketing machine just like any other company. So I don't think there's much fear of them collapsing, but this will be one of the biggest challenges that they've ever faced, I think. So here you can see the police continue searches at Royal Lodge after Andrew's arrest. But the latest is that they're considering legislation to remove him. And if we just, yeah, there he is on the left, the king on the right, and I have no idea who that woman is standing between them. She's probably the reporter, isn't she? I don't know. I'm not going to play this. Let's see. It says here the government to consider new law to remove Andrew from the line of succession. It's just, if they could kill him, they probably would. I mean, they just obviously don't like him anymore. Met Police, Metropolitan Police, that's the Police of London, speaking to Andrew's bodyguards, his protection officers, to see what they know. Separate forces search his former home. Yeah, so that'll continue until Monday. Andrew's sister Anne ignores questions. Yeah, she was at a factory and she just totally blanked reporters. She didn't want to talk about him. A poll shows strong support for Andrew to be removed from line of succession. Well, no surprises there, really. Andrew pictured as he's released. King's response recap. Yeah, because the king, he actually appeared, didn't he? And said that the law must take its time to go through everything. We should point out, of course, that Andrew is still saying and has always said that he's innocent. So, well, nothing is proven. We're just speculating about his mental health right now. Who is she? Why is she standing there? Honestly, you'd have to have a strong opinion of yourself to place yourself between the king and Prince Andrew. Sorry, Andrew without the prince. It's just annoying me that she's in that photo because I think she's just the reporter, isn't she? And a microphone there. Ah, probably is. Right. So we're talking about the mental health. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the mental health of royals. And Prince William this week has been in the media saying how he deals with mental health. He supports mental health charities. He gives a lot of money to them. But he was giving an interview saying how he deals with mental health. I mean, he doesn't have any huge problems, but of course, being a royal, he's under a lot of pressure. And well, after yesterday with his uncle getting arrested, it's not looking good. And I'm sure that's added to his worries. So maybe we can say that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and Prince William, I would imagine they both have a lot of things on their mind. He didn't really say why he worries or why he has mental health issues, but right now I'm sure his uncle has something to do with it. Let's go and see what William says. Right, we're just having a very quick look at this story. Prince William says it took him a long time to understand his emotions. And I'm not playing this because he's talking very fast and I think he's nervous talking about it. But he's being very open, honest, and frank, saying that he had his own problems with mental health. Well, coming from a family like that, I'm not surprised. He says he thought it was a real national catastrophe about male suicide. It's the biggest cause of death for young people between 20 to 34 in England and Wales. And this is a very long article, but he's just saying, you know, people should love themselves and try to understand themselves. I agree with him about the role models. I mean, he is saying, where is it? He says somewhere near the beginning here that, yeah, there we are. We need more male role models to talk about their mental health publicly. Well, okay, hands up, my mental health isn't always the best. I'm not seriously ill or anything, but yeah, I get very anxious sometimes, depressed, but isn't it normal? No, I think we all go through that. But yeah, during my lifetime, especially in my 30s, I think, yeah, 20s and 30s were a very difficult time for me. These days, yeah, I cry. Nothing wrong with that, is there? I always say that when I'm teaching English, I attract sometimes people who are searching or people who have mental health problems. I don't know why. I'm perfectly fine. I mean, I don't know why I would attract people with problems, but who knows? Anyway, yeah, that's all I'm going to say on the topic. But yeah, I think he's right. But yeah, this week probably wasn't the best for him for his mental health, I suppose. But let's keep that in mind. Great to see you all. I'll be back again soon. Bye.